I'm going to date myself. Does anybody in me here remember Mary Lou Retton? And I think it was the 1984 Olympics. Anybody remember that? Okay. I don't know about all of you, but I'll be open and honest with you. I was in love with Mary Lou Retton. Absolutely in love with Mary Lou Retton. I saw her speak. You know how sometimes they bring the 5 or 6 or 10 speakers and they fill, at least where I live, it's called the Pepsi Center, or McNichols Arena back in those days, but you have your own arenas and wherever, and they'll put 15, 20,000 people in there to hear people speak throughout the day, right? So there was all these people on the agenda, and it was impressive as can be, and they all spoke for a half hour, 45 minutes. Colin Powell spoke, Dick Cheney spoke, Zig Ziglar spoke. There was all these people. And then there was this one session for 10 minutes. She had 10 minutes, and it was Mary Lou Retton. Well, I got to be honest with you, I was just happy and as excited to see Mary Lou Retton. And I'm not going to lie, they did a wonderful job. They showed her video. They showed her last vault, giving her the perfect 10, the explosion of the crowd. By the time she walked out, you just wanted to jump up and applaud, and everybody did. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen her in person. I think, I could be wrong, but she's about 4'8". And so when she comes out to the podium like this, and she's standing there and she looks like this. So somebody literally rushes out and brings the stool, and then she stands up and she's all happy. And that was staged, obviously. And then for 10 minutes, with all these other world leaders on the agenda, for 10 minutes, she took 18,000 people and held them in the palm of her hand. You could not hear a pin drop. And here's what she did. She said, everybody asks me all the time, what is it that I did to win a gold medal? And he said, so I'm going to try to share it with you. And so for 10 minutes, here's all she said. She said, every single day, think about this. We have sales calls. How many do we have in a normal day? Everybody's like, well, what should I really say? It's like, holy crap. He's talking about accountability, implementation, and results. Not only is my boss here, the whole frickin' company is here. Yeah, 20. 20. And that doesn't count the phone calls. 20. Whatever that number is. We have multiple times to kind of show our wares throughout a week or a day, don't we? Here's what she said. Think of the pressure to be able to perform one time in 4 years. One time. You prepare for 4 years, and you have one time to do that routine. She says, that can be overwhelming. She goes, so here's how I got through it, and here's how I won a gold medal. She said, I live my life by some pretty simple principles. She goes, folks, I got up every single day during that 4-year period, and I asked myself one question. What one thing can I do today that will get me closer to a gold medal? She goes, and then I went about my day. She goes, and when I went to bed every night, I simply asked myself, did I do that one thing? And if I did, I knew I had a really good day. She goes, and I patted myself on the back and I went to sleep. She goes, if I didn't, I simply carried that over to the next day. And she said, folks, that's how I won the gold medal. What one thing can I do today to get me one step closer to winning the gold medal? She goes, now that part of my life is over. She says, now, she goes, that I'm married. And I got to tell you, at that moment in time, I didn't know she was married. My heart just dropped right down to my stomach. Absolutely dropped because some unbelievable reason, I thought I had a shot with Mary Lou Retton. She says, now, here's how I live my life. She goes, I get up every single morning, and I ask myself one question. What one thing can I do to be a better wife today? She goes, and then I go about my life. She goes, and then I ask myself at night, did I do it or did I not? So the whole point of this is we need to not make it too hard. We need to act. We need to move forward. We need to break our own culture. If those 3 people that we just talked about, at the level of success that they have had, can do that on a regular and consistent basis, is that a worthy and doable goal for us? Yes or no?